Every Sunday, Pat Sullivan from Sullivan Hardware and Garden gives us great advice for do-it-yourself home improvements. Today, he talks about picking the right colors for paint.
You know, one of the easiest ways to update the look of your home is paint. It's inexpensive, can really change the look, but people are so freaked out. I mean, look at the color here. I mean, how do you start picking? That's why people end up right here, beige, and everyone's life is beige. Well, you know what? Here's a couple of tips. You can actually, just like you shop for your clothes, at least I do, by mannequins, you can actually, they have these color selections and they've made them very, look, natural, peaceful, calm. You know, you can pick out your own personality, like, you know, there's confident. Oh, beautiful. They give you a little color match. So those are some nice colors that you know work together. Then when you get kind of down here to the, like here's exterior colors. They, look at it, little mannequin. They give you all the trim colors. You have confidence those colors work together. So you're not up here in the sea of just color after color. They've made the choices just like everything else in this country. We have so much choices on everything, it becomes confusing. So look for the cards. I think that's one of the best places to start. Then you can, almost every paint company, you go online and then you can actually choose a room. You can choose a bedroom. It's not your bedroom, it's a bedroom. And then you can actually fill in that color and that trim and you can kind of see how it looks. Now, a little, if you're stuck on color and if you're stuck between, say, two tones of it, and go, wow, which one do I want? Always go with the lighter one, because when you get these up on the wall, a large wall, they always look deeper than. So if you're stuck between two, go to the light one. Now, as far as the paint itself, when you're painting inside, for the walls, you have a choice of flat or velvet. Well, everyone's used to using flat. You would use flat if your walls are in poor condition, because the flatter the paint, the more imperfections it hide. But you have an opportunity, if the walls are in pretty good shape, you want to use an eggshell or this one that's called velvet, because this lends a richness to the color that you don't get with the flat. So a great choice, and a lot of people don't know about that because they think, oh, flat, I got to use flat. Only use flat if you got a lot of patches or there's bows in the wall. I really would recommend that eggshell or the velvet. Then, of course, for the trim and the doors, you'd use a satin or you can use a semi-gloss, depending on kind of your likeness and how much contrast you want to have. So if I used a velvet or an eggshell, I might want to go all the way up to a semi-gloss for the trim. Now, now we talk about color, that's the exciting part, putting the color on the wall. Here's the boring part. You have to do the prep. If you're not doing the prep, then you could have paint failure. So using primer, now one of the funniest things, if you look at all the paint, see how they all say paint and primer now? Biggest marketing thing going. Everyone, it's a paint and primer, like they added something to the paint. Pick up a can of paint from 20 years ago, it'll say self-priming. There's always been, so it's just kind of a marketing thing. But you remember, if you do have those special like water spots, or if you have marker, you have to use something that'll kill those stains or they'll come right back through. So using stain killing primers, that's part of the prep. Cleaning the walls well, all right? Patching, there's all kinds of patching. And you don't wait, 30 minutes before you're ready to start, spend a day and do the patching right, do the sanding, it'll look really nice. Then when you tape it off, here's a recommend, regular masking tape. Have you ever used regular masking tape? When you pull it off, you have color bleed on it? You can get frog tape. Frog tape will keep the lines nice and clean. It has, it's the same thing that's in a diaper, they say, absorbs the paint, but it does a great job. The other thing, this is a little odd product. This is called Goodbye Cracks. If you have a crack in the ceiling that keeps opening back, you spray it with this product. It adds an elasticity to that so it flexes with the seasons. Last thing, poor quality brushes and rollers. If you buy top quality paint, get top quality rollers. Using this with a good gallon of paint is going to make it look very average. So spend a little money and get good brushes. Same thing with rollers. Buy the good rollers. This plain old utility is going to make that paint look very average. Spend a couple extra bucks and get the good stuff. All right, you can make that house look beautiful.
All right, Pat, thank you so much.